Hello, everyone, and welcome to the platform. I just had to take a few minutes to come on and just say what a whirlwind we have all been on for the last several days. Our presidential elections were this past Tuesday, as everyone knows, and we did not get an official announcement or declaration of who the president of the next president of the United States was going to be until today, and that is former Vice President Joe Biden has been named president elect, um, and Kamala Harris has been named vice president elect. There have there has been just a um, mixture of emotions from those who were rooting for for Vice President Biden, those who were super excited about the country finally having not only its first um, African American or woman of color vice president, but also having, that is a history making moment, and all of those things play together to make this election something that we have never seen before. But all of that, as great as it is, all of those, I watched CNN today. I've been watching it pretty much nonstop for the last several days. And there are um, uh, celebrations in the streets. There are people on their cars. There are crowds of tens of thousands of people from different states, just truly celebrating the defeat of Donald Trump and the election of Joe Biden. And regardless of how you may feel about that, we should all have one thing in common, and that is uniting this country to be the best that it can be. We have had 4 years of divisive, racist, bullying, and now there is an opportunity for a lot of that to be healed. But it does not start from the White House down. It starts in the communities, the local communities. It starts with neighbors. It starts with the people at the grocery store. That's where it starts. The civility. That's a term that Vice President elect, I got to get used to all of this. President elect Joe Biden said last night, returning the civility of this country. When the leader takes off the gloves and attacks the citizens, attacks the foundation of this country, the administrative offices, the CIA, the FBI, all of the things that have made this country what it is. When he attacks those things and goes after those things, it erodes away the confidence that we as citizens have in the democracy of this country. And we've lost trust, not in the government, we've lost trust and faith in each other. We have turned against each other. When I'm on Facebook and I'm on different forms of social media and I hear people, I read these comments of people just going in at each other, just going in behind a screen. You're going in 100%, giving it all you have over a comment that is not going to change your life. We have the biggest impact on what goes on in our communities when we start with our local government, our city council, our school boards, our state representatives. Those are the places that we begin to make change. It trickles up. Politics run up, they don't run down, they run up. Because when we elect these people, we have to realize that they have an agenda as well. Sometimes their agenda is in the best interest of the people, and that's great. But sometimes their agenda is not in the best interest of the people. They are looking ahead at their own political career. They're looking at where they are going to be in the next 4 to 8 years. And the citizens, their constituents, are simply a stepping stone to get to where they're trying to be. So I encourage all of us, don't let the victory of President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris be the end of what we have started. Let that be the beginning. Let's not give them a pile of straw and expect them to weave it into gold. We have to continue to support our local community, our local government, and send a clear message that these politicians work for us. They work for us. And if you cannot represent us the way you said you were when we voted for you, we have the ability to fire you and hire someone else. We have that ability. Your vote is your voice, and your voice is your choice. Do not give that up. Do not think that now that we've gotten rid of one president and we've gotten another president that we can kick back and say, "Ooh, Joe and Kamala's going to take care of everything." We have several runoff elections that are coming up in Georgia. We have to be present for those runoff elections. Call, see what you can do. Volunteer, donate, get on the whatever it is that you can do it. Other people recognize the power of our vote. We have to also recognize the power of our vote. Others recognize the power of our dollar. When the economy was shut down for those 3 months, the economy crashed. It was the perfect storm. You had the George Floyd murder. You had the COVID quarantine. And then you had people not being employed and having the same access to expendable income that they had in the past. When you put all of those things together, you had the perfect storm. And it showed how much our dollars meant to other communities and how we supported those communities and made those people rich. They're in our communities becoming millionaires. We're in our communities struggling on how to pay our rent, our mortgage, our car note, our utilities. They come in our communities and they open businesses, and then they take them into their communities and build them up, and our communities stay the same. We have to get smart. We have to get smart. We have to educate ourselves. We have to start paying attention. We have to start educating our children and stop taking this thing for granted. Stop taking it for granted. If voting did not matter, why would so much time, hatred, anger, violence be put into stopping us from doing it if it didn't matter? Every vote counts. Some counties were won by 100, 200, 300 votes. Every vote counts. Don't let this victory for President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Harris be the end of your participation. Continue to support them. Continue to support your community. Continue to be active. Continue to be vocal. Continue to know what's going on. Thank you for tuning into the platform. I look forward to seeing you out there being active. I look forward to hearing your voice. I look forward to you helping from the bottom up turn straw into gold. Have a great evening.